Hello everyone, it's Maha. Thank you so much for joining me once again here on my channel. So tonight is a very special night as I am about to introduce to you a new series here on my channel which I will be doing in collaboration with my two beautiful and lovely friends here on YouTube, Kasia from Tarot Map and Elyse from Wild Moon Woman. So a while ago, when I was going through a dark night of the soul time in my life, I decided to reach out to Kasia and Elyse and asked if they would be interested in doing a series together to somehow incorporate tarot during our dark times. And we started chatting and discovered that although we were each going through very different circumstances in our lives, we were experiencing very similar emotions. And we also chatted about a really wonderful book by Thomas More called The Dark Night of the Soul, and decided that inspired by the book, we would make a series where we would offer some ideas and suggestions on how to use tarot for the times when we are going through a dark night of the soul. So we decided to call our series Dark Times Tarot because we feel that a dark night of the soul can be experienced at any time in our lives. So following this intro video, each of us will post a video on our own channels, and then we will be doing video responses to each other's videos. And we've created a hashtag in case anybody out there wants to join in. We would love to have you participate and join in with us and do video responses if you feel guided to do so. We've created a hashtag called #DarkTimesTarot. And so you can use that hashtag and respond to any of the videos that you feel you would like to respond to. And if you don't have a channel or if you don't feel like making any videos, we would still love to engage with you as always in the comment section. We will be participating and doing the exercises and practices as we create the videos, so we will be doing the video exercises with you at the same time. So know that the support is there for you if you need it. We hope that this series will engage you and inspire you. We hope that, more importantly, it benefits you in some way and it can be of use to you if you are feeling that you are experiencing a dark time right now. So feel free to use oracle decks instead of tarot if you like to, or you could interchange tarot and oracle like we might in some of our videos here. And I will put the full title of Thomas More's book in the description menu. We will be referring to that book in our videos, but by no means do you need to purchase the book or read it in order to benefit from these videos or in order to participate. So that is definitely not a prerequisite. So I think we can begin. I'm very excited to introduce this series and I feel privileged to be with all of you. I hope that you do participate and that you enjoy them. So what is a dark time? Now, I'd like to make a distinction quickly between the dark night of the soul and the shadow, or sometimes referred to as the dark side. Now, in Jungian psychology, the shadow is the aspect of the personality that is held unconscious, which the conscious ego does not identify with. So in shadow work, what we try to do is try and bring the unconscious stuff to the surface and so that we can become more consciously aware of them. So as Carl Jung said, making the unconscious conscious. Now, a dark night of the soul, or a dark time as we're calling it in this video, can be experienced at any time in our lives, any period in our lives. It could be as short as 2 days, as long as 2 months, or as long as 2 years. However long it may be, it is a period in our lives where we're feeling really heavy emotions, even painful emotions, such as sadness, grief, depression, anxiety. And a dark time can be experienced perhaps after a tower card moment, after a crisis time, when there have been dramatic and unexpected changes in our lives that shift our perspectives of our lives, and perhaps make us feel disoriented or change the momentum of our daily living. The dark time could be triggered by an actual event, such as a divorce, a breakup of a relationship, loss of a loved one. It could be a loss of something non-material, such as a project that we've been nurturing and working on and putting a lot of our time and energy into. We could be experiencing a setback in our health, or the health of a loved one could be going bad. So it could be a number of things. Or it could also be that we are just at a cycle in our lives, a phase in our lives, where we might be feeling stuck. We might be feeling a sense of hopelessness, a sense that we have lost our direction in life, or a sense of purpose in life. We might be feeling confused. We might be feeling that we have lost a sense of meaning in our lives. The Jungian analyst James Hollis says that the psyche, or the soul, is that part of us that is in constant search for meaning. The soul, or the psyche, he says, is never silent, and it's always speaking. And when there is a crisis or a distress in our lives, the psyche protests by symptoms, through physical symptoms, so it could be symptoms of the body, or through emotional symptoms, such as emotional upheaval, depression, anxiety. And our task as individuals is to ask, what do these symptoms mean? What are they trying to tell us? Our task is to tune in to the voice of the psyche. And the psyche speaks in images, through dreams, in art, symbols. So tarot lends itself beautifully as a wonderful medium and a tool to guide us through our dark times and to help us tune in to the language of the soul. So I'm going to be reading you a couple of paragraphs from Thomas More's book, The Dark Night of the Soul, just to inspire us. And throughout the book, Thomas More refers to a term he calls night work, which is a time where we need to do our soul work, to go within and to really do the soul work. And throughout the book, he tells us that instead of avoiding our darkness or running away from it or trying to get rid of it. We need to learn to ride the waves. And in doing so, we become closer to our true self. We become more authentic. So here he says, the night sea journey takes you back to your primordial self, not the heroic self that burns out and falls to judgment, but to your original self. Yourself in the sea of possibility, your greater and deeper being. Think of a dark night as a part of organic living. To avoid it would be like using only artificial foods that never spoil. As a natural person, you are going to feel a wide range of emotions and go through many different kinds of experiences. Over the course of your lifetime, parts of you will grow and blossom, and some will spoil and rot. To be sad, grieving, struggling, lost, or hopeless is part of the natural human life. By riding the wave of your dark night, you are more yourself, moving toward who you are meant to be. For a feeling of well-being, you have to shine, but your sparkle need not be superficial. It can rise up out of a deep place that is dark, but has its own kind of light. A dark luminosity. The black sun. Being shaped by your darkness, you become the sun rising out of the night water. You are always being reborn, always slipping back into the sea. Isn't that beautiful? So poetic. I love the language he uses in this book. And he tells us that a dark time is not about eliminating or getting rid of or curing our darkness. It's about transformation. And throughout the book, he continues to remind us that we don't need to change how we feel, and that just staying with this darkness allows us to discover its beauty and to see all the gifts that it has to offer us. So I'm going to read you one final quote here. Finally, and this may be the most difficult task of all, give yourself what you need at the deepest level. Care rather than cure. Organize your life to support the process. You are incubating your soul, not living a heroic adventure. I love that. You are incubating your soul, not living a heroic adventure. Arrange life accordingly. Tone it down. Get the comforts you can, but don't move against the process. So it's all about staying with the process. And when I read this, as I was going through my dark night of the soul, it really helped me. It really helped me to stay with how I was feeling, because what we always try to do is try to just feel better, right? We do different things to try to feel better. But by staying with the darkness, we grow into ourselves. And I'm just so excited to share everything that I want to share with you in the series that my beautiful friends Kasia and Elyse and I have been discussing. So we really look forward to hearing from you. And as always, I'm sending you much love. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm sending you many blessings and much love. Take care, everybody. See you. Bye.